What's up, Timmy's here. With the Winners Olympics this week, I decided to go ahead and do my top 10 favorite Olympic movies because there's some really good ones out there. So here's my official top 10. Number 10 is the film Foxcatcher, a true crime drama that centers on Olympic wrestlers Mark and David Schultz and the dangerous relationship with the millionaire John DuPont. And of course, this actually is a movie that got Steve Carell an Oscar nomination. A very different Carell performance here. Amazing performance, to say the least. Channing Tatum, Mark Ruffalo is great. Really amazing film. If you guys haven't seen Foxcatcher, go watch it. It's a really heartfelt, like not heartfelt. A really hard film to watch. Really, a really intense movie. I meant to say, not heartfelt. An intense movie, say the least. So yeah, all right, number 9 is Eddie the Eagle. Now, Eddie the Eagle stars Taron Egerton and Hugh Jackman, and it's about like a biopic that centers on Eddie the Eagle Edwards, who's a determined British ski jumper who became an unlikely Olympic legend in the 1988 Winter Olympics. And you also do got like Chris Walken. It is a really nice. Now this is actually a nice heartfelt story here. Really, inspirational here. Taron Egerton was great. Hugh Jackman. Funny enough, lots of people really think that Taron Egerton should be our new Wolverine, which I could kind of see that. But yeah, if you guys never seen Eddie the Eagle, which by the way turns 10 years old this year, can't believe that. Number 8 is another movie that came out 10 years ago this year, Race. Now, Race is, of course, the story of track legend Jesse Owens, whose groundbreaking performance at the 1936 Berlin Olympics directly challenged, Hitler's vision of the supremacy here. You got like Jason Sudeikis, Jeremy Irons, William Hurt. I mean, Race is a really amazing film. Great performance by Stephan James. He really embodied Jesse Owens perfectly. Definitely a good performance there. I mean, I feel like this is one movie that barely gets talked about nowadays. Sudeikis also showcased that he, could do more than just comedy here. He really had some good performance here as well. I mean, it's a really decent film. If you guys ever seen that? All right, number 7 is The Cutting Edge. I guess I could say this was pretty much, let's say, the heated rivalry of the 90s. This is of course about like a spoiled skater and a former hockey player who are forced to team up at for Olympic competition here. And you got Maura Kelly who plays Kate Mosley, DB Sweeney. It is a really decent skiing type film, a really decent hockey movie as well. It's directed by Paul Michael Glaser, from Starsky and Hutch fame. It's such a really good one. If you guys haven't seen it, highly recommend that. Number 6 is Munich. Now, Munich, of course, stars Eric Bana, directed by Steven Spielberg, Daniel Craig, Jeffrey Rush. And this is actually not much of a sports film, really. It's more like a tragedy film that happened during the Olympics. Where a complex driller finally uncovered Israeli Mossad, who of course team tasked with tracking down those responsible for for the massacre of the 1972 Munich Olympics. And it's a really decent film. We actually just had another film that was similar story, which was September 7th that came out last year. That was a pretty good little film. Uh, but yeah, Munich is really good. I mean, great performance by Eric Bana. Daniel Craig was good in this one. If you guys haven't seen it, it's just like Foxcatcher. This is a really intense movie to watch. Number 5 is Miracle. Miracle is directed by Gavin O'Connor, starring Kurt Russell. You also do got like Noah Emmerich, Patricia Clarkson, and it's a story of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team and coach Herb Brooks, whose underdog squad stunned like the world by defeating the Soviet Union during the Cold War. Miracle is a really decent, like one of the better hockey movies there is. Kurt Russell's great. This was released by Disney, which Disney used to always done loads of sport movies back in the days. But Miracle is a really good one. If you guys haven't seen that, give that one a go. Number 4 is Cool Runnings. Of course, starring the great John Candy, Leanne Robinson, Dougie Doug, Malik Yoba, and it's based on the true story of four Jamaican athletes who defied the odds to compete in the Winter Olympics as the country's first Boston team here. This is another Disney sport movie that I think is well worth a watch. Sadly, this was actually one of John Kennedy's last movies before he tragically passed away. John Kennedy was really great here. Dougie Doug was great. It is really decent, heartfelt story. Has some nice humor to it. Good performances by John Kennedy. I mean, it's a really good one if you guys haven't seen it. Number 3 is Without Limits, starring Billy Crudup, Donna Sutherland, Monica Potter, Jeremy Sisto, and it's a true story of distant runner Steve Profitine and his relationship with Coach Bill Bowerman. And of course, you got like Chris O'Donnell was in this one. It is a really decent Olympics movie that I think is well worth a watch. One I barely get talked about here. Billy Crudup's great. Sutherland's terrific. Potter's great. Sisto's terrific as well. It is a really decent film. You guys ever seen that one? Number 2 is I, Tonya. Now, this is, of course, about Tonya Harding's rise and fall and centers on her infamous 1994 attack on rival skier Nancy Kerrigan. Of course, this was actually the movie that got Margot Robbie an Oscar nomination. Allison Janney won hers for this. I mean, I, Tonya is terrific. Great performance by Robbie. Sebastian Stan's great. One of the movies that really put Paul Walter Hauser on the map for most people. He was great in this one. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, give it a go. I mean, I feel like if it wasn't for Frances McDormand, I think there could have been a good chance Margot Robbie could have won for this, but that didn't happen. And number 1 is Chariots of Fire. You know, this is actually, I believe it actually won the Oscar for Best Picture. And this stars the likes of Ben Cross, Ian Holm, and it's where 2 British athletes, one devout Christian and the other is Jewish, trained from the 1924 Paris Olympics. And this movie is more iconic for its iconic music theme when they're running and da da da. You know, every time I always think of the scene from the Grinch every time that song pops up. But still, Chariots of Fire is definitely one of the best there is. Really amazing, running film. Great performances by the cast and crews. You know, I've always felt this was like, let's say, Rocky, but with running instead of boxing. You know, it's just such a good one. If you guys never seen Chariots of Fire, go watch it. It's an 80s classic. But that's pretty much it there. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Foxcatcher. 9, Eddie the Eagle. 8, Race. 7, The Cutting Edge. 6, Munich. 5, Miracle. 4, Cool Running. 3, Without Limits. 2, I, Tonya. And number 1 is Chariots of Fire. Now, there's a few other ones I could have included. I could have also included The Boys in the Boat, Running Brave, Ice Castles, Miracle on Ice, September 5, and and of course many others. But let me let you guys. What are some of your favorite Olympic movies? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy signing out.